Hi, I'm Dr. Ivan Meisner, founder of BNI, and today I want to talk about 4 desperate networkers. You know, desperation is not referable. When people demonstrate certain behaviors as part of their networking efforts, it's a telltale sign of desperation. Here are 4 types of behaviors that some desperate networkers exhibit. First, the card dealer. This is probably the most common form of desperation that I've seen over the years. The card dealer is a person that darts around the room passing out cards like they're at a poker table. They don't spend time really getting to know anyone unless they think they can get something from them. To the card dealer, networking is mostly a numbers game. The more people they can pass their cards to, the better they're doing, or so they think. Card dealers tend to have a network that is a mile wide but an inch deep because they don't spend time building relationships. It never works in the long run. And they just look inexperienced, frazzled, and yes, desperate. Next is the Space Violator. He's the guy that thinks that the closer he gets when he's talking to you, the more you'll be interested in what he's saying. Nope. Not true. In fact, it has the opposite effect, especially if his breath has the aroma of a smelly camel. So what's the right distance to stand from someone without getting into their personal space? Well, the answer to this question varies based on the cultural standards of the country that you're in. In North America, it's fairly common to have conversations at roughly arm's length for people that you meet in a networking event. From my experience, that distance is definitely less in some countries around the world. What's also interesting is the issue of personal space or proxemics and gender. According to a Journal of Psychology study, male-male pairs tend to interact at a greater personal distance, whereas female-female pairs tend to interact a little closer. Third is the person guilty of premature solicitation. Don't say that fast 3 times, it'll get you in trouble. This is the person who confuses networking with direct selling. They meet you and immediately go into sales mode. They want you to do business with them without asking questions about you, your business, your interests, or your needs first. To this person, everyone is a target, and every target is a dollar sign. These people are the reason why many individuals don't like to go to networking events. No one wants to go to meetings and feel slimed by people soliciting for business. That's when you leave the meeting and run home to get a shower. My 4th is the new best friend. Look, follow up with people you meet at a networking event is important, but be a professional, not a stalker. The new best friend is the overeager seller who, after you meet at a networking event, calls you, emails you, social media messages you, and tries to become your new best friend in the space of just a few days. Generally, they're not actually trying to help you. They simply want to sell something to you. Now, granted, they may want to sell something to you because in their mind, it's only to help you, but it's never really about you. It's about what they want from you. One that stands out the most in my mind happened a few years ago. I met a young man at a networking event, and he went right into new best friend mode, calling several times, emailing me every day, messaging me on Facebook multiple times, etc., etc. But when he wrote me and said that he thought of himself like my son, yes, seriously, he said that, and he needed my help, of course, in a business venture, I had to pull the plug. I tried to pull it gently by talking about the importance of establishing credibility before pitching something, and that process of developing credibility takes time. Curiously, my new son abandoned me. These 4 behaviors aren't all the desperate networkers I've met over the years, but they're common ones. Desperation is not referable. Remember these behaviors when you go to networking events, and whatever you do, don't demonstrate these behaviors yourself. Remember that networking is all about building relationships. This is Ivan Meisner, founder of BNI. Thanks for watching.